What's up, everybody? It's Stephen Williams, founder and president of the CreditRepairShop.com. And in today's video, I want to talk about some things that I've recently uh, heard from with debt collectors. I got sheets here of debt that is being sold on the market, made available on the market. And what really caught me by surprise with the debt collectors, with the portfolio companies that sell to debt collectors, is that this is how they're talking between each other, the debt collectors and the portfolio companies. They're saying that people are stupid. They're saying that they're dumb. They don't know what to do. Uh, they don't follow up, so it don't matter, and they want quick fixes, and we will wait them out. That's their words from the companies. Now, what is the context of what they were discussing in these conversations? The context was they're buying debt that is out of the statute of limitations, where really almost all of the debt that they're buying and that they're selling, the portfolio companies are selling to debt collectors, cannot really legally be collected. But because of the list that I just told you, they know that you buy a group of debt like this one here for $9.4 million in past overdue, charged off, written off credit card debt. They sell it for $2,366. There's going to be a group of people out of 6,444 accounts that, if let's just say only 10% of those people were foolish and made payments, they made a killing on their investment. And that's what they're trying to do. But this is how they're talking in their groups. They're just saying that people are stupid, dumb, don't know what to do. They won't follow through, even if they know what to do, that they will not follow through, and they want quick fixes. They think that something is supposed to happen overnight, and then they'll wear them down. That they will wear people down because people just don't have either a fighting spirit, or people just quit too early. Like, people are climbing up a mountain to get somewhere, and they just start dropping off and quitting too early. That's why the mountain gets like this at the top, because the mountain knows that only a few people are going to make it there. So let's talk about some of the debt first, and then I'm going to talk about solutions. Like I just mentioned, this one here is $9.4 million, 6,444 accounts. Average account balance is $1,468.79. They're selling this whole portfolio for $2,300. That's 0.0000001 on the dollar. Charge off date 2004. This is past the statute of limitations for every state in the United States. For every state in the United States, it's past statute of limitations. Non-sufficient funds checks from 2006. There's $2.1 million, 3,651 accounts. Average balance is $578. They want people to call and and make a bid on on what they would want to offer to buy this debt for. This is past statute of limitations in all 50 states. But companies will buy it, and they will try to go out there because of the list that I just said. They think that people are dumb, don't know what to do, won't follow through. They want quick fixes, and they will just wear you down. Here's another group of debt, bank overdrafts. $1 million average amount is $852, $3,000. They want to sell this debt for. Charge off date is 2008, or when the insufficient funds uh, was tried to go through, was 2008. Past statute of limitations for all 50 states. This stuff here is totally uncollectible. But reason why someone would pay $3,000 and take a gamble is because they think people are stupid, dumb, don't know what to do, won't follow through. They want quick fixes, and they will wear people down. Here's another group: mixed credit cards, major credit cards, $4 million, 2,300, 24 accounts, average balance $1,700. Uh, Charge off date. They did not list the charge off date on this one, so we don't know, but they're selling it for $4,000. That's 0.0001% on the dollar to buy these accounts. And again, someone is willing to buy these credit card debts because they think that people are stupid, dumb, don't know what to do, they don't know how to follow up, they want a quick fix, and they will just wear them down and make them pay. Here's another group here: $1.8 million, accounts, 1,106 accounts, charge off date 2011, and these are credit cards. $1,641 average account. $2,700 are selling this for. Past statute of limitations for almost every state except for one state. And but look, they're selling the whole portfolio of $1.8 million for almost what one account is worth. That's why they'll do that, because they believe people are stupid, people are dumb, they don't know what to do, they won't follow through, they want a quick fix, and they will wear them down. So now let's get into the solutions here. Every one of you is coming into your specific credit repair situation at a different point. At a different point. That's why I like to repeat myself in the videos. And people say, get to the point. Where the point is, you are at a different point of your situation than another person's point. I always want to start at the beginning, the bottom level, and we move up. Bottom level. The bottom level is you're going to get a letter from one of these types of debt collectors trying to get you to pay a debt. Now, it could be a debt that you just went bad on from 6 months ago or whatever. When those will get charged off, and they will send you the same type of letter. Step number one, when you get any debt collection letter, is to check to see if it's past the statute of limitations for your state. You can go to my website, go to my blog on my website at the bottom, click the blog, type in statute of limitations, the page will pop up. And you can look at statute of limitations for your state. It's different for every state. It's not the same. I wish it was. It's different for all 50 states. Once you find out the statute of limitations for debt in your state, then you go and look on your credit reports and look at when the last activity date was for that debt. If it's not even listed on there, then it could even be, it's past statute of limitations, and you should immediately notify the creditor or the debt collector that they're trying to collect a debt that is past the statute of limitations to legally collect in your state. Below this video is a letter that you could just get it. It's 100% free. Get that letter. Send that letter the way I tell you to send it. It will make it go away if it's past statute of limitations. If it's not past the statute of limitations, you still have rights. The next step is to do a debt validation. Also, if you go to that same link, I included them both: the statute of limitations letter, the debt validation letter to a debt collection company. Use that letter. It will make most debt collectors stop, because of right here. When I was saying that they think that you're stupid, dumb, don't know what to do, and they don't follow through. Well, when you send them this letter, either one of those two letters, they're automatically going to scratch your name off of they don't know what to do, because they're going to be like, who the hell, or how did they know to send us that letter? Because that letter puts that person's name into this category. This stack of people is the people that know, that responded, and they must know what they're doing, or the debt collector thinks you know 100% about what you're doing, but what you did is you just took Steve's secret letter and sent it to them, and they're like, don't mess with this person. Unless the debt can be collected, to be clear, unless it can be collected. But you will get a validation process started with them. Most of the time, if they purchase the debt, they're going to put you in that pile and say, leave them alone. They might try to sell it to someone else, and you have to go through the same process over again. So that's step one, is to check statute of limitation. Step two, validate it directly to them, because if you don't respond to that 30-day letter, you allow them to go to their step two. Their step two is to place it on your credit reports. Some of you are already in that step two. So I was saying everybody's at a different phase with their credit repair process. Some of you, most of you, they got it on your credit reports. So now what you have to do is you have to do a validation dispute with the bureaus, and you do it with the furnisher. You can use that same letter with the furnishers. You're going to have to make a dispute letter with the credit reporting agencies. The credit reporting agencies are going to send that to the furnisher that placed it on your credit reports. If they don't respond within 30, 45, and 60 days, we've talked with the bureaus. FTC is giving them 60 days to respond. That's not my rule. It is written in the Fair Credit Reporting Act as 30, max 45 days. They do not care. They're saying that we're under a national emergency and they get extended time. So don't complain to me. If you complain to them, they're going to tell you that because we complained to them, and that's what they told us. Up to 60 days. And even if they don't get it in that time period, they said that they have half staff working in their mail room. So they're getting the same amount of mail, but they have half the people working in there. And then they have people working from their home that don't have access to everything. So they're either not doing the disputes at all, or they're just putting it on there that is verified and not even really going through the process. Because the companies, when they send it to the furnishers, they're also stating that they're half staff. So long story short, it is extending the whole process. And that goes back through to what I said right here. Uh, they want a quick fix and they won't follow through. They want a quick fix and they won't follow through. It's going to take work to get this done because everybody is using the excuse of COVID to extend their deadlines on everything, and they have legal status to get away with doing it. So now, once you've submitted to them, to the credit reporting agencies, to the furnishers, you are about to get to a decision process in your life that is going to either make you move down one path of getting your credit repaired finally, or back to where you just loop around and you're just trying to find quick fixes. Because when you submit to the debt collector, who is the furnisher, or the original creditor, the debt validation, you will either get a response that's going to prove that you're going to have to pay the debt, or that it's going to go away. One or two things going to happen. Most of you are going to have to do settlements if you have more recent debt. Don't let a $500 debt stop you from getting good credit when you can settle that for 100, 150, 200. Even if you have to pay the whole amount because it's a more current debt and it's been validated, why would you let a $500 debt stop you from getting the dream house that you want, getting the car that you want at a low payment, giving you a higher credit score so you can save money? You'll save $500 over and over and over again if you have a higher credit score. So now let's move to the next phase. Next phase is if they got you in court. You've disregarded everything, and now they have you in court. They are trying to sue you. You must do a response within a certain period of time, a response to the court summons. Basically, a lot of it is just going to be where you don't dispute. What you will be disputing, which is where you'll actually be doing a dispute slash validation, is the debt. If it is sold to a debt collector, and you need to find out if it is, you can either call them, or and you need to put it in your summons, but I like to have people call and ask them. If you watch my video from earlier in the week, we did that for a client and they hung up in my face because what we found out is that they submitted a summons to court as if they were the credit card company, but they're not the credit card company. Reason why he hung up in my face is because if he would have stated, he would have lied on there. And those calls are being recorded. Those calls can go both ways on those recordings. If they're requested and they don't have it, they've already violated the rule that they have to record the call. So they can't just pretend like the call didn't get recorded. They just rather hang up and then pretend like something happened. They never answered my call again for that client. They're running. So now the court, you send your response. You, if it's not the original creditor, like if you know 100% that it is not the original creditor, you want them to answer in your response who owns the debt, also answer to providing the original contract, the complete account number, not just some xed out number. The account is bad, so why should they exit out? It's not a good account number anymore. Anyway, they're putting all of your other personal data on the summons sheet. Why not put the complete account number? If it's a debt collection company that purchased it, it's because they don't even have the entire account number. They have the same thing that you had. It's a statement saying that you had this account number with these last four digits, and that's what the old balance is. So you want to make them prove all of that stuff, everything, the original contract, the payments, charges with your signature or digital signature, the balances, everything. Make them prove everything, and they should bring. They're gonna have to either send it to you before that court date, or they bring it into court on that court date. And if they don't have it, then you ask to have it dismissed because you've given them plenty of time to get it. You now, if you walk into court that day and you ask for that information, the judge is going to give them more time to get that information. So get it done. It doesn't have to be some like you're some attorney or something. It just needs to go point by point on what they're answering their questions or allegations, like someone wanted to say. But you answer those point by point. Some of them may just say your name and you live at this address and you had this account. You don't dispute that. You're disputing the balances. You're disputing if you should be paying that debt collector. You're trying to find out if they own the debt or did they buy it from someone else, because that puts it into different categories. Okay, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and end it here. I know that this is good information. Please like the video. Please post your questions and comments. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share this information with other people. And remember, at the bottom of the video, under the video, it has where you can click, go to my website and get that free cease and desist letter and or the statute of limitations letter and the debt validation letter. This is Stephen Williams, founder and president of the creditrepairshop.com. Thank you, and until next time.